nigga that gained, nigga that like not gained weight, the nigga that lost weight, lifted weights or some shit doing with some weight. So he big as hell now. Man, they said nigga got muscles and shit, man. So he ain't bullshit this time.
I like red balls, my type, light skin, next night, hello. Be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
I like red balls, my type, light skin, next night, hello. Be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, bro. Oh man, let me turn it just a little bit. There we go. Get that out of the frame. What's going on with y'all, bro? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. MD Brooks coming in the door, man. Y'all see y'all starting already, man. This ain't even what that's about. Shout out to MD Brooks, man. Eyes get dinner, boss. You've got a boss. You've got a boss. Sir, massa. Hey man, shout out to Bernard Riley, man. If you was there, you get the comments. Go check out the Bernard Riley joint or whatever, man. Shout out to Doug Will in the building, man. Yeah, RP Lance Reddick, bro. And this is something that we see here and we get and too often, man, far too often. And for me, I remember specifically when Kobe Bryant died, man. For you guys that don't know, Kobe Bryant was my favorite player. As a kid, man, that was like the big brother I never had, but always wish I had. That gave me the passion and the love for the game of basketball. I had all the Kobe's I could get. You know what I'm saying? I remember the Kobe 2s, bro. I wore them things to literally the damn soul. I wore a hole in them. Okay. And everything I could do, Kobe Bryant related, try to grow my hair out and shit, get the Froby. All those things, bro. That was like my my childhood big brother. So when he died unexpectedly in a plane, not plane, but helicopter crash, unfortunately with other people and more so importantly his own daughter, It was really, really a shocker, and you know, it rocked not even just sports fans, man, but you know, the country and the globe as a whole. Again, man, a lot of the times, man, we don't understand and see the impact people have outside of ourselves, or our worldviews are extremely, extremely limited because all you know is what you know of, right? And Kobe Bryant, man, before the things or whatnot that happened with the whole Denver situation, he was set to be the heir to Michael Jordan to take over the league. They was doing everything. I'll never forget when they started the NBA League Pass. Um, Kobe Bryant was the feature athlete on it. Sprite commercials, at the time that the NBA had a deal with, he was the head athlete for that. I don't know if they had the Adidas contract still yet then, but Adidas, the number one Adidas athlete, McDonald's, he had taken over that moniker with Michael Jordan to be a McDonald's lead sponsor or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying, endorser, and a couple of other things, right? So the brother was on the up and up, but then lo and behold, hey, Denver. Just like now we see with the young brother, John Morant, everybody messes up in Denver for some reason. Things happen. Claims were made. Those that follow the trial and know any of the details of it. Consensual sex was had, but a certain part of it, the respondent in the case, okay, the respondent in the case claims some of it was unwarranted or unliked, so they filed a charge against him for so on and so forth. The trial goes through or whatever, and the person settles out of court. One of the biggest things that was left out, or feminists always seem to look over, is the fact of the matter: this woman, the panties that she turned in for the kit had different semen samples in them. So again, I mean, could she still be violated or assaulted while being as promiscuous as she could? Theoretically, she could, but I mean, if she's that sexually active or so on and so forth, it brings questions at the very least, right? And lo and behold, at the end of the day, he was not convicted of any crime. He was not convicted. The case was dismissed due to the person that originally filed it, for whatever reason, deciding to drop those charges. Okay. Now, oh, it's the money, it's the money, it's the money. Well, this has always been my contention with that, right? Listen, if you're out for justice, you can't be bought. Okay. If you say, hey, this person did something to me, something as serious as, a essay, or a any type of sexual impropriety, right? You wouldn't be able to buy me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure any man, if a man was like, hey man, hey, something happened some way, whatever, I was drugged, I was tied down, I was held against my will, and this motherfucker, man, he hit me with the fleece. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? However it happened, if God forbid, but it does happen. It happens where some brothers are just taken.
Having some booty was more important than drinking water, man.
You know what I mean? Some brothers, man, hey, they're taken. And I told you this, a lot of people don't understand and realize this, man, especially in the military, man. The majority of cases, SA cases, are men on men. And a lot of the cases of men on men aren't reported. Why? Because most male victims won't report it, but it does happen to where niggas is out here strong arming booty. Okay. Oh, murder man. Not yet, man. I'm pretty sure we'll get around to the murder man because you niggas ain't want to hit the like button. But C. Carrera, Lance Reddick is the he was the started out the star guy in The Wire. This is, I think, where everybody remember his acting career or his most prominent role being. And now he's a part of the John Wick franchise. He's a guy that works at the hotel. Dark skinned guy, tall, dark skinned, bald guy, slim dude, him. But yeah, listen, Bernard Saint, but you bring that up, oh man, you just a Kobe dick rider, man. You just a Kobe, fan. You just a Kobe this, Kobe that, and it's like, hey man, listen, that's the evidence, brother. You can actually go look that up and find it for yourself. But either way, we saw just the blatant disrespect of a man, bro, at the time who was years removed beyond that, and people didn't even bring that up, y'all. Why were most black people hating on Kobe Bryant? Even today, I'm gonna have to bring this up with fucking what's the name, man? Yeah, man. Shout out to Valet Waste Disposal LLC, brother. What's good, bro? You got it, fam. Always. Why was Kobe Bryant hated on, y'all? It wasn't for any of his improprieties or alleged improprieties during his time in the NBA. And even though he died with his daughter, his biological daughter, right, in a tragic, unexpected accident, black people, but black women especially, and we're gonna have to shout out to Bernard Saint. Yes, brother. Yes. The dick policing, man, is even done in death.
Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis.
Even in death, black man, they can't let your dick rest. Black man, if you do not choose a black woman, preferably dark-skinned black woman at that, even in death, your dick should not get a chance to rest. Again, man, it's crazy to me about how the, dusty, dominated, down low, all these D's to do with the dick that don't nobody want, but yet and still everybody's so concerned with the black man's penis. Okay, even with the cases in Kevin Samuels allegedly, but then when they find out that he died with a motherfucking, little thick, pretty Latina, even they said something about that with him once all of the, hey, allegations were dispelled. Okay, the man dies the best way possible, man. How he died? On top of me, the Lord took him to glory, y'all. Took him to glory. The way we all wish we could go, right? Listen, bro. Listen. Shawty, listen. Baby, if you ever, all right, on top of me and I start hearing the music, don't even stop. If it's my time, it's my time. This is the way I want to. I want to die a happy man. All right? You know what I'm saying? I want to go out the way every man wish he could go out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where we going out, fellas? Where? At the bottom. We got to go out at the bottom.
Don't let every man hit the bottom of your vagina, the root of your vagina.
But they don't know about the bottom. They don't know about the bottom.
Yeah.
See, I know about the bottom, baby. And if you take me out, hey, while I'm at the bottom of that, hey, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. Let them know I died happy. All right. But brother Lance Reddick is the same situation. And of course, man, a lot of the times, bro, I don't even know who these men's, significant others are for the most part, most of these dudes, because you're only interested in the celebrity. You're not interested in the celebrity's spouse or whatnot, what have you, right? And I'm pretty sure we saw this too. Big deal was made about Robert F. Smith when Robert F. Smith divorced his ex-wife, who was I think she's black, but like part Caribbean or something, but black indeed to some degree, right? Family and everything. He didn't complain. He didn't argue. He didn't make any deals or bones about giving her a solid settlement. She's going to live the rest of her life wealthy, happy, children taken care of, all those different things. But he remarried a white woman, and that's the first thing that came up. And somehow a man that had just, again, paid for the tuition of a whole graduating class of a HBCU had been reduced to Oh, he fucking them white bitches. We seen this real time, y'all, here. And the wonderful thing, man, about social media and you know, whether it be Twitter, Twitter especially, because you know, IG is mostly pictures and things. So, but you know, the actual conversation and things you're gonna have are gonna be on Twitter, Facebook, and here is even better. And I say this is why YouTube reigns supreme, because in YouTube and now transitioning over to Rumble. But you know, real time conversation. You get the context, the tone, the facial expressions, the actual back and forth real time conversation between people, whether you agree or disagree. All those things give it another layer and authenticity to the reality, you know what I'm saying, of the mindset of a sector of black people. All right. Again, man, I've never heard white people talking about, oh, he married that black bitch, so he's not one of us. All of his royalties and all of his work is gonna go to a black woman, so tear him down. Nah, never heard that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Hispanic man, same thing for the Asian man or whoever, right? I don't understand how, again, when we're constantly told no one values us, no one wants us, dusty, broke, all these different things, and you guys are just fetishized, you know. Pretty much people just want to have sex with you and that's it, which again, for a man, I don't understand. You know, this is how you tell when an idiot. Women really don't understand men, because a man cannot be used for sex. I'm saying a man cannot be used for sex by a woman. Okay. It's impossible. All right. Impossible. Well, I ain't gonna say that, because there were some cases where you got these what was the name of these misery holes. Some of y'all bitches so down bad with the TD Jakes motherfucking, TD Jakes, Kodak Black, and Forrest Whitaker combo. Y'all are that hideous, that fucking unattractive, to where y'all gotta lock niggas up and force feed them, them dick pills. That's a different story though, but it's very, very rare, so we don't really even count that, but it does happen. Some of y'all bitches out here that dick hungry. We all gotta kidnap a nigga, tie him to a chair, and force feed him motherfucking erection pills. Okay. All right. You should be found and and locked away for life if you're guilty of that. All right. Shout out to Cynical, but African Americans usually have more of an admission because slavery tested longer there in other countries. Yeah, man. Listen, that's what I'm saying, bro. We gonna get to that. We gonna stay away from that. But yeah, of course, Kevin Murray, because other people aren't infatuated with the they don't hold, especially a great man, to his spouse. Other demographics, other races, other cultures don't denigrate and downgrade a great man by all accounts, right? Because of who he slept with and where he put his dick. Again, black men, the reason why we talk about this here, and we specifically bring it to your attention, bro, because again, this is a reminder. This isn't the fucking, y'all a gender war and y'all hate women and all this shit. No, brother. This is a reminder that you are not crazy. Okay. That's all it is, man. This is a reminder to you to let you know that you're not crazy. Okay. You're not, you are seeing what you're seeing. And there's nothing wrong with you for seeing it. And if you say something about it, you're not weird. You're not beta. You're not, caping for the white man. It's none of this shit, man. It's just the reality that you cannot say, you know what I'm saying, without being attacked by the masses. Because most of these niggas are motherfucking, obsessed with, the white man, quote unquote. And have y'all seen this, man? Put a one in the chat if y'all seen this lie. Black men were the one that wanted to sleep with white women's. Y'all the first one that wanted to, be out and all this stuff, and y'all was getting hung and all this. And I'm like, bro, what? I've literally seen it multiple times, man, on Twitter, to where they're talking about they act like Loving in Virginia don't exist. Loving in Virginia was a white man with a black woman. Okay? A white man with a black woman, not the other way around. When Loving in Virginia got passed, that still wasn't fucking available to black men. You try that shit if you want to. Even that fucking Loving in Virginia, try to be a nigga out here. You go get you a white wife, nigga. What? black man in those times with a motherfucking white wife, you know how that was gonna go, y'all. You know how that shit was finna go. There we go. Tell him, Uncle Rucky.
Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
You know what I'm saying? White man with a fucking black woman during those time periods? Hey.
Ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him.
Yeah, like Jack Johnson didn't give a fuck. You know? Jack Johnson was an exceptional nigga, though, as they say. But they still charged him. Fantastic Ride the Hospital. I'm sorry. I'm not dealing with that. No, man, listen, you're telling me, bro, hold on, let me see, man. What the hell we got going on here, man? Come on, bro. Y'all think y'all intentionally be wanting to do the Murder Man dance and not liking it just so I can play it, man. What the hell we got going on here? Let me see. Got 122 in the building, man. Come on now. Don't let me look at this shit and it be all kinds of fucked up. Come on, I got 59 lives, bro. Come on now. See, bro. Bro, y'all, here we go, man. Bro, hit the like button. It's free, nigga. If you lie, you listen. If you lie, you steal. If you steal, you kill.
Oh, man, that's the murder man thing. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man.
Hit the like button, man. Cynical one is not even that. It's not worth anything. Listen, bro, like I said, regardless of what I say, bro, I'll do this debating shit for real. I'm gonna come with stats, I'm gonna come with data, I'm gonna come with just logic and common sense. The problem with the whole pro-black thing, and this does kind of tie into this, is that they're obsessed with the white man, the white man, the white man. The white man's not allowing me to do this. The white man doesn't this. Racism. Does racism exist? Yes, it does. Okay. But racism is not exclusive to the black-white dynamic. Okay. White people aren't just racist against black people. Okay. Okay, just like not only white people are the only people racist against black people. Hispanics are racist against black people. Asians are racist against black people. Indians and Arabs are racist against black people. So again, to put it on why they keep trying to have it as a two-way dynamic of racism when that's not true. Secondly, again, man, no one cares about you niggas like that. I'm sorry, they just don't. You have no. In order for a group of people to still create all these programs and monitor these things to keep you downtrodden, but all of a sudden people that look exactly like you are going to be Africans, right? You know, where Africans know to come here and make a separation from you so they're not mixed up with you or mistaken from you and treated like you, and they outperform you, okay, myself included. All right, that tells you, brother, that's not what it is. It is your willingness, okay, to compete. It is your ability to make yourself the best self and do what it do. Again, the richest, one of the richest individuals in the country, in the world, bro, Robert S. Smith, is a black man. He didn't do it through entertainment. He didn't do it through he didn't do it through sports. He did it through fucking you know, STEM. He did it through hard work. He did it through, again, building himself up. A black man. All right? A black man. Then too, when you start getting into about the raw numbers, black people only make up 13% of the population. Black people expect us to be overrepresented in a lot of things, and they just not looking at you look at it from a number standpoint. Again, are there certain things in places where it's going to be more friendly towards other races? Of course, because those races control those industries. Nepotism is a thing. Nepotism is never going away. Okay. Prime example. They're talking about Bronny James being a lottery pick, bro. I see all the critics and everybody saying how Bronny James has a lot of things to develop on before he could be a true NBA level player. And just a couple of days ago, I heard people talking about how Bronny James could be a lottery pick in the NBA draft. Why? His father is one of the greatest basketball players to ever play. Nepotism. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Okay. Black people have a hard time of understanding that. And another big issue and layer of that is Black people are unwilling to help out other Black people, which in a lot of cases is rightfully so, because you'll end up getting embarrassed or you'll end up looking bad on your name because the person just wants to hook up and they don't want the work or anything put behind it that's supposed to come in order for you to even be, you know what I'm saying, you to put your name on them. It's a lot of concepts, man, that the Black America does not understand. And the reason why I'm going more in depth with this right here is because it ties into what we're talking about. And, you know, a Black man somehow loses value to Black people only now. Black people only, simply because he chose to be with a biological woman of another race. Okay? Biological woman of another race. Do you think Don Lemon is going to get this treatment? Right? Is anybody going to say anything bad about Don Lemon when he finally leaves and Don Lemon, you know, had his white husband? What's the comedian lady name? What's the well, both of them. The real ugly one, Leslie Jones. I didn't know Leslie Jones was even liked women. Leslie Jones used to tell stories about you know, dealing with dudes. NCLC going too far, brother. No, he's not. But I appreciate you, young fella. Disagree to disagree. Toya, I appreciate you. Yeah, Wanda Sykes, appreciate you. Yeah, Wanda Sykes and Leslie Jones, both of them. Yep, Raven Simone too. Are they going to be denigrated and disowned as Black people when they pass away because of their, you know, their love interests, their choices? Of course not. For one, because they're protected because of the, you know, their identity, and then two, because men don't really give a fuck. Is Serena Williams going to be canceled and knocked down from being the greatest women's tennis player of all time? Is she going to be knocked down because she has a white husband? No, of course not. And I love this when, again, people love, well, y'all cared about Serena marrying that white man. Y'all cared. No, man, that was a couple of simp ass dudes, bro, that, again, don't mind, you know, that got a thing for, you know, that was them ass though, that ass though niggas. Yeah, that was y'all that ass though niggas. Because again, man, I hate to do it. I hate to do it, man. I hate to do it. I gotta remind people, right? Gotta remind y'all, man. Listen, man. Again, Serena Williams is great. One of the, probably, you could argue, the greatest female athlete of all time. Could definitely argue the greatest female athlete of all time. But she looked like her daddy. Exactly her daddy. Serena look exactly like her dad, man. I'm sorry. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, man. All right. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I'm just like, hey, man, hey. You know what I mean? All right. All right. Okay. But that ass though, niggas, they might have been mad. You know, they might have been mad. But most Black men, we didn't care. Because again, man, no man feels like he owns the rights to a woman's vagina just off the strength of her race. All right. No man feels like that. Black men, especially. Black men are some of the most understanding people when it comes to like sexual dynamics, bro. Straight Black men, bro, we understand what it is, again, because we've been some of the most, you know, discriminated against and lied on and all these different things and whatnot, what have you. So, hey, bro, we roll with the punches to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Right? Yeah, Eve. Yeah, I think, is Eve's husband white or is he a Arab? Hell, shit. Speaking of which, shit, Even Rihanna, right? Rihanna switched, came back to black, but you know, at one point in time, Rihanna was over there fucking with them Arab dudes. She couldn't stay out of Europe before Rihanna blew up. I'm sorry, Dub. I'm sorry, brother. If you hadn't seen it before, brother, you seen it. Okay, you seen it now. All right. Shout out to Incel again, man, for the 10, man. Shout out to you, brother. See how I do. Hey, man, Incel, appreciate you, man. You're always coming through, brother, supporting. Greatly appreciate you. Let me see. Let me see what you said, man. Hey, man, but always, brother. Greatly appreciate you, Incel, brother. Yeah, Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson got the baby. And again, man, bro, is anybody go, man, I'm not fucking with Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson over there fucking with Habib and them. Bro, listen, bro. Janet Jackson come through right there today, bro. Nigga, she's getting, bro, dick down. I don't even give a, I don't, bro, off of legacy. That nigga, that is legacy pussy. Okay? Legacy. Janet Jackson come through? Nigga.
Tell me that was no bar. That was no bar. Nigga, listen.
Yeah, man. I'm finna Janet gonna have Janet guaranteed to slap me.
She said the dick was so good that as she started rocking, she just got into it, and all of a sudden she said something just hit her, bam, all upside his head, just slapped him. Dick will make you slap somebody.
Janet gonna slap me. Oh, most definitely. Yeah, not just Naomi Campbell. Iman, didn't Iman marry? Iman was married to some rock star that died or something, right? One Iman married to some rock star that died. Iman, right? Come on now, non-swirls on. See, brother, you're going too far. We ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't give a damn about nothing that man got going on. But either way, you know, that's the premise, right? And understanding that, man, as black men, we don't motherfucking, you know, reduce a person because of their you know, their choices of heterosexual happiness. Okay, a man especially, bruh. I keep telling y'all this, dog. Yeah, David Bowie, appreciate you, man. So this is what I saw on Twitter, of course, you know, nigga Twitter. It's a little smaller. Lance Reddick's wife, Stephanie Reddick, shares touching tribute to late husband. All right. RP Lance Reddick, but that's what he married. Right. And of course, you know, you had the fucking, you know, red, black, and green. So we already know what type of time this brother's on. Right. You know, we got to back to Africanness. You know what I'm saying? Back to Africa, nigga. Right. That again is going to tear this man down, man, simply because this woman right here saw value in him. Right. Again, y'all, everybody complains, and I got to bring this up because Brother Umar, we have to talk with Brother Umar real quick, too. We have to talk with him. Got to talk with Brother Umar. Damn, what the fuck was it? Hold on. What the hell? Because he definitely talked about. Let me see. Umar. Reason. Let me see. Damn, where's he at? Damn, man. See, what the hell? Let me see something real quick. Well, however it goes, man, he was definitely saying something about the thing of, you know what? Let me see if it's in my go to my history. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Got it. So I couldn't save it because it was a short. But here we go. Here you go, y'all. I had to find it for y'all. I apologize. But I be thinking about a lot of this stuff, you know, in real time. So let's do it. All right. So this was Dr. Umar Johnson, again, the brother that's been, you know, for years upon years upon years, getting the school together, allegedly finally has the school together, right? And he had this stuff to say about, again, a black man that's done way more for the black community, you know, black people, black men than he's ever done. Okay. All right. But yet and still, because he had a quote unquote non-African wife, as he's going to say, well, let's let him say it.
And from what I understand, his mother or father or both didn't agree with his select. They didn't agree with it. And so when he was murdered, guess who inherited all of Kobe Bryant's estate? Vanessa Bryant. Everything Kobe Bryant's parents taught him, every basketball technique his father gave to him, everything Kobe Bryant built in the basketball court, outside of the basketball court, he was working on his own. When Kobe died, all of his money, his power, his assets, his wealth, his entire estate went to a non-black woman. All that black talent went to a non-black woman. And from what I understand, she's not even thinking about giving his parents anything at all. This is what happened when celebrity parents raise celebrity children with no black consciousness. All you're doing is setting your empire up for a white takeover. When he got to the NBA.
Now, what's the problem with this? Brownie, what up? What's the problem with this, y'all? What's the problem with this that Umar is leaving out? Well, first off, Dr. Umar, I don't know how big of an NBA fan you are, brother, but one of the earliest people of note, well beyond Kobe even being introduced to his wife, his you know, his future wife, was Brandy. Celebrity relationship, all these different things. You know, Kobe, I think they went to prom together or something like that. You know, they were together, and Brandy said that Kobe was either too sweet or, you know, didn't have enough time, and then whatever. Brandy, again, and did Brandy ever get married, y'all? Did Brandy ever get married? I don't think Brandy ever got married, right? All right. And shout out to you. Yeah, I thought prom, right? Yeah. Shout out to healthy black, what's name? Prom. Yeah. Right. So Brandy, musical artist, you know, TV show TV star, all those things or whatever, right? Hell, even movie star, because she was in the original remake of Cinderella, the black version of Cinderella, her and Whitney Houston and all these different things. At the height of her career, she had a hidden gem that we always talk about, that black women never see the potential. How is it that black women never see the potential of great men? Black women, have you guys ever thought of that and asked yourself that question? The reason why we keep having this, you know, educated lame or nerd or corny, the Michael B. Jordans and all these other things, right? Oh, y'all don't want to deal with no black women and all this. Well, ma'am, y'all don't understand potential. Unless a dude is, you know, oh, I can change him, I can fix him. Unless a nigga, you know, drug dealing, killing, you know what I'm saying, sliding, nose wiping, all that shit in the street, right? There's nothing that you guys wanna wait on. It's nothing you want to have faith in. You know, if he's the, you know, the guy that doesn't get in any trouble, you know, works a little job or whatever, does what he's supposed to do, upstanding citizen for the most part, there's no potential in him. There's no potential in him. He's boring. He's just boring, right? He's boring. So you leave him alone, and then lo and behold, he goes out and he grinds whatever it may be, whether it be entertainment, whether it be sports, whether it be his craft, whether it be his profession, whether it be his passion, his whatever it may be, right? You know, and lo and behold, that black man chooses other women that actually see him for what he is earlier on in his developing stages. Another brother that catches a lot of flack for this is Amari Hardwick. Now, Amari Hardwick's old lady is she does kind of look like Gary Oldman. Oh, Amari Hardwick and Terry Crews to be exact. Those are two brothers too, man, that have quote unquote white wives. And because they have those white wives, they don't get their black credit, quote unquote, right? Well, again, where were you at, and how did you let a man that clearly had promise? Because Amari Hardwick always looked how he looked, right? And women love Ghost, you know. Women love Ghost. You know what I'm saying? From Power. Hell, Terry Crews is you know, from a physiological standpoint, the brother is crazy. Like, you know, one of the best physiques ever, right? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And what you didn't know was, I guess, when you think about it now, in white girls, they played on that. Get this jigaboo away from me. You know what I'm saying? It gives another depth to it. It makes that part of the thing even funnier, right? We don't fuck with niggas, you like white girls. But yeah, how is it that black women never ever seem to see these diamonds in the rough, these you know, these wonderful men while they're, you know what I'm saying, as boys or young men developing before they become, like, you know, great or legendary? Why? How? Why? Well, again, it's a horrible concept of a lack of understanding of value. See, with us, man, you know, if it's not all, you know, gaudy and flashy and right here, right now, man, I don't want that shit. I gotta wait. What you mean I gotta wait? Invest. What the hell is invest? No, man, I pay you the fucking money, man. Give me it right now. Yeah, I know you niggas is out here getting caught up in these motherfucking Cash App scams. Yeah, you niggas. Give me 100 and I'll turn it into 5,000. All I need is $100 and I'll Cash App you back 5,000, guaranteed. Right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, Nigerian scammers get you niggas the best, you know. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh, I am a Nigerian prince, and I need someone to take my royalties and transfer them over to American currency. I have chose you. Yes, you. Out of all the people in the world, you. Okay? I will give you half of my riches. Half, yes, 50% of my riches. All I need is your social security number, your banking account number, and we will get this done very quickly. Yes, yes, yes. No worries, no worries. Yes, yes. Yeah. Non-swirl zone. Let's see. No rain, snow, discrimination, or racism can keep black women from his white queen. Well, brother, I keep telling y'all too, bro. Niggas don't even like white girls like that, man. For real, for real. I'm telling y'all, bro. The only reason it's so prevalent like it is, man, is because it's 6-1. Actually, it's more than that, because you know what I'm saying. It's more than that, because when you knock it down to half, you know what I'm saying, it's only half. So it's actually more like when you compare black men to white women, it's probably somewhere upwards of like shit, probably 7 or 8 to 1 ratio. So eventually, man, like I said, if you're a black man, and dudes will tell you this, bro, you put a black man around a whole bunch of white women, and all, not just the fat ones, not just the fat trailer park ones, okay? There is a part of the fucking, you know, hey, you know, the big black buck, whatever syndrome, right? Or appeal, who knows, whatever. But do you give? I don't give a fuck. All right. You ain't finna be calling me no nigga while I'm in the bottom man pussy now. We ain't finna give it to me. Nah, hey, Susan. Hey, now, I'm gonna tell you one time only. Even then, we nigga gonna be, hey, I don't know what the hell you think going on. Ain't finna be none of that. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You get back to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You might have to, that it may not be what she used to. You know what I'm saying? Some of you niggas got kinks for that, man. Some niggas got kinks in like slave play. We took a big L for some nigga. What was this? This is before I left. So it was either this might have been while I was gone. It was either 2022 or 2021 where the nigga took the fucking, he was marrying the white girl and he was in the slave costume with the damn chain and the thing and everything, man. See, look at this nigga. See niggas like this right here. See, listen. See, Hood Service just can't wait. He loved for Becky. Yes, harder. Yeah, man. See, you crazy, man. Wody Mac, let's see. Why can't you just get your respect in a civil back and forth conversation? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about, Wody. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Listen, man. Y'all be seeing parts and pieces of shit, and y'all really don't be understanding just how much fucking what's name I have, bro. But it is what it is, brother. Appreciate you. Jonte, well, and that's what I'm telling you, man. Listen, it's just a numbers game. And a lot of people don't understand the numbers, dog. Again, a man is a man is a man is a man is a man. If you put a man in the room, and again, 7 out of the 10 women there are white, and let's say hell, 50% of those women are coming on to him, he's not gonna turn that down for the one that's the one black chick that's playing around and giving him a hard time, and then he got the Latina or the Asian that's giving him attention too. So listen, let's do some real numbers, right? In comparison to like what the fake shit that the other dude was doing. Put 10 women in a room. 7 out of those 10 women, when it comes to black women, are going to be, when it comes to black men, are going to be white, right? And then the other 3 can give 1 white, 1 Hispanic, and 1 Asian, right? All right. If out of all those women, the black one isn't the one that's fucking giving you, you know what I'm saying, any type of time of the day, right? And you're not some fat, sloppy, whatever. You would be considered moderately to attractive by most women. Most women would consider you a 6 to a 7, right? No, you say can't use 7, but most women consider you a 7. And the black woman treats you like you're, some dusty, rusty, crusty, and all this other bullshit. And she wants you to do all this hoop shit. Man, fuck that bitch. Straight up. Fuck that bitch, man. Shout out to Young Dro. Bro, I'm not about to motherfucking, for some stupid ass race loyalty bullshit, jump through hoops when I got pussy that's just throwing itself at me, that's attractive too. Of course, I'm not saying you pick the, you know what I'm saying? The same, all things are equal. Moderately attractive woman to a moderately attractive man. The woman that's going to give him play, that's going to fucking, come his way. Hey, bro, listen, there's nothing wrong with that man taking advantage of that. Black women, again, man, you guys are on record as, I ain't gonna settle. Well, man, it's not that you're not even settling. It's that you're being unrealistic in your requirements. Okay, especially when we start going down the, statistics further and further and whatnot. Okay, if a brother wants somebody that's, in a certain type of shape, right? Certain way. Y'all know me, I like them thick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say they fat, but I like me a fine, thick bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Well, a lot of brothers say they don't, claim they don't. So, all right, that excludes at least half of black women, at least half. All right. Then you get to the kids thing. Well, okay, I don't want a woman with kids. All right, well, damn, that excludes probably another half. So now you're left with fucking, you know what I'm saying, half of the half. So that's left, you're left with 25%. You're left with a quarter of women really choose from. Now, again, I know a lot of you niggas cap, but I'm just going by the, the macro numbers, right? You know what I'm saying? And we're talking, it's totally different. A man will date, will deal with, will sleep with a lot of things that he won't take serious in a relationship. Say it again. Newsflash. Again, when most dudes say, now if you're out here talking about, man, that, hey man, I ain't dealing with no single moms. I ain't dealing with no fucking, no bust downs and all this, that, and the other, brother. And you just out here trying to get your motherfucking meat wet, my nigga. Hey, bro, I don't believe you need more people. All right. And you making it a lot harder on yourself because now you done cut down the fucking thing. And nowadays, bro, do you believe what any of these fucking shit got to tell you? What a fool believes he sees. Shout out to Gym Rat, man. I can't lie, white girls got some good boxing. And shout out to Gym Rat, man. See, that's what I'm saying, man. They say Becky got that motherfucking that swang, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, JT, don't say that, brother. Bro, don't say that. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Not even mention that, bro. Come on now. See, kill Barnaby, and you start getting into the motherfucking. No, it don't, brother. No, it does not, brother. Why do we say? Listen, brother, you can get your meat wet, brother, responsibly, brother. You can do it, brother. You can get your meat sweat. You can get your meat wet, brother, and no kids. You know, does everybody understand that the majority of sex does not, I repeat, does not result in children and pregnancies? Okay. Even for you raw dogging niggas out here, you irresponsible raw doggers. Okay, with no type of plan B, no type of, no nothing. Just money bag, yo, you niggas, you money bag fans, you niggas just get in the point saying, Bro, do you understand that not even in that case is a fucking guaranteed pregnancy, bro? You know what I'm saying? Bubba Smith, they don't like when you say that. They don't like when you say that. And yes, a lot more white girls are on the pill. Yeah. Nah, bro. Again, Wody, I don't understand, bro. We can come up and talk about it whenever I drop the link, brother, and you can say what you gotta say. But fam, you have no idea, man. And I was respectful for the longest. So I don't know if you saw the whole exchange or whatnot, brother. But we were hours and hours upon hours into it. And nah, man. But it is what it is, bro. It's cool. Yeah. Well, Michael Pratchett, listen, brother, and I'm glad you're saying this. This is why I say this is important. This is the importance of conversation, brother. This is yet another the biggest myth, right? The biggest myth. The biggest myth of giving a bitch dick, bro, is that there's always gonna be somebody to do it. Bars, okay? The biggest myth of you not giving a bitch dick is there always going to be somebody else willing to do it, bro. This shit about validation and rewarding bad behavior, brother. Bruh, the bitch you won't fuck, bro, some nigga will. So if she gonna give it to you and you want it, bruh, you not taking that pussy is not going to, brother. I promise you, it's somebody right there after you, bro. This is where I get fucked up with a lot of the red pill things, dog. And even women say this, and I'm like, bro, you guys, like, y'all don't know what a dick will do. Bro, it's tax time. All right? This right now is one of the best examples of, listen, tax time is one of the best examples of, brother, what niggas would do when the pussy's right in front of you, okay? What you gonna do when the pussy runs wild on you, brother? What you gonna do? Okay? Niggas turn Hulk Hogan for the pussy. Brother, it's not an excuse. Brother, listen what you're saying. Brother, listen. Okay, so listen what I'm saying, right? So Mike, brother, listen what I'm saying. You're proving my point. For one, he's not a simp. A man that's getting vagina, brother, isn't a simp by simply accepting a woman's vagina that wants to give it to him, brother. You have a biological imperative. She has a biological imperative. You have sexual impulse. She has sexual impulse. If it is a woman that you are attracted to, okay, and a woman is attracted to you, and she decides to offer you sex, brother, you are not therefore a simp by accepting sex from a willing woman, natural woman participant, brother. See, y'all go too far. Y'all go too far. Yeah, exactly. You can't listen. You cannot listen. You cannot. Oh, well, brother, I'm not saying what you're saying is a red pill principle, brother. I'm not calling you red pill, but that's one of the red pill talking points. And listen, you cannot have this understanding, and this is reality. It's not your, she's not yours. It's just your turn. If it's just your turn, brother, take your turn when it comes. You having some, whatever your moral, and I'm not trying to get you to change your moral things by all means, Michael Pratchett, brother. Keep your moral standards. What I'm saying is it does not make sense because you're not going to prevent anything because there's always going to be a willing participant, brother. If you turn it down, it's going to be somebody else that does it. Okay? That's the fucking motherfuckers that say, hey, man, if I don't deal this crack, somebody else going to deal it. Are they wrong? Yes, they're wrong for dealing crack, but are they right in their thinking? Yes, they're right. So again, brother, I understand what you're saying. It's a fucked up what's the name, bro. At the end of the day, dog, what are you really doing? And if you're looking for somebody and you're talking about a real relationship, yeah, you worried about the quality of the woman and all this shit or whatever, la la la. Cool, brother. So no, brother. And I'm pretty sure you meant accepting. I'm pretty sure you meant accepting, but brother, you're simping now because you think there's anything other than substandard box. All boxes substandard, dog. All boxes mediocre at best, brother. The woman attached to it could be, but the box itself, pussy is pussy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it wet. Hopefully it don't have no smell to it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it motherfucking, make you do the money bag. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, now you're simping because from what you're saying right here, you believe there's something as superior box. And that just don't exist, fam. It just don't exist. But it is what it is. But either way, yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm saying from a what's the name? I'm not saying like I'm not saying go out here and fuck TD Jakes, fuck TD Jakes, Kodak Black, and whatever. What I'm telling you, man, is if you had enough pussy, you understand, bro. Most of them are not spectacular. Very, very few women are going to do anything from a sexual performance. I was talking about this the other day, man. 95% of the work in sex is done by men, and when a woman's got to do 5%, she don't want to do it. Okay, she's not gonna want to do it. If it don't last long enough, it's your fault. If you last too long, it's your fault. Again, as with everything, women like to complain, criticize. Okay, all right. But anyway, either way, back to the original premise. So where we at? Let me bring this back up. So this man, bro, that died from of course, even though I don't believe in dying early, when it's your time, it's your time, right? I'm a strong proponent of that. I'm just saying from a life expectancy standpoint, I got to be clear with the stuff I say because niggas are, well, nigga, you said he died early. Well, again, brother, when it's your time, it's your time. But at the same time, the life expectancy of a black man now is what, 72 years, 72 and a half or something like that. I think it's 72 and a half, 73, something like that. So you die before that time, it's considered an early death. Okay. So that's what I'm referring to, only in that, not from like a manifest destiny or religious or serious philosophical point of view. Okay. I'm strictly speaking from, the life expectancy rate. Okay. This brother dies, at the age of 60. I didn't even know he was that old. Again, man, shout out to Black Don't Crack, man. Shout out to all my young old fellas out here, man. My niggas that's 40, 50 years old and they still looking like they 30. Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to taking care of yourself. Health is wealth. You know what I mean? Drink your water, work out, eat healthy, brother. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can do, man. It's already on your side. Like I never would have knew this dude was 60 years old, bro. Never would have knew it. Okay. But of course, man, like I said, untimely demise. And this man's wife wants to say something nice because, of course, this is his wife. This is a woman that loved him, that cared for him, that rode with him and all these different things and whatnot, what have you. Okay. Brother, I'm not complaining about the behavior of anything. I would complain about the behavior of being irresponsible and making a whole bunch of kids. Yeah. I didn't say that though. I'm not a proponent of sexual irresponsibility to where lives are being made. But sex, again, you niggas seem to misunderstand and lack the understanding of the need of sex from human beings, not just from a biological standpoint, but again, but from a psychological and sociological standpoint. Again, bro, y'all really need to read some books, like for real. Sex is a very, very of human society, period. Not to mention just niggas. And with the crazy thing, we know that black people are African Americans are hypersexual. We're more sexual than other fucking other demographics. So understanding like the normal fucking, you know what I'm saying, sexuality and how common it is, and then you put it into a group of people that's hypersexual, bruh. I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna do it. Y'all got it. Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna do it, dog. No, Shank, it's not kind of early. It is early. It's early. But you know, hey, it was time. He died of what's the name? No, it's not that low, bro. Hell no, JT Hellstrom. That's not that low. Hold on. Yeah, black men life expectancy. Oh. Life expectancy for black people was 71 to 78, 77 for white people. Life expectancy was even lower for black males. Hold on. I ain't talking about what it was, nigga. Tell me what it is. So I did. Let's see. Tell me what the fucking answer is. God damn it. Let's see. This is. Of course, they tied it up in some what's the name bullshit. Come on, bro. What's the fucking life expectancy? Black women 76, and black men. So hold the fuck up. It's definitely higher than that, bro. I can't. Everybody's giving articles and shit about it, but nothing. Just a clean chart. So I don't fucking know. But yeah, it's definitely higher than 65. Yeah, I thought that's the last thing I seen LaSalle, 68. So and I'm pretty sure it went up to what's the name, but either way. Natural causes, Shane. Just natural causes. But ultimately, man, the point of, we hadn't even touched on Kevin Samuels, right? Let me drop this link for y'all. My bad. Y'all be reminding me, man, at the hour mark to drop the link, by the way. I'll be getting carried away in the conversation. I want to give you guys a chance, an opportunity to come up if you want to. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm pretty sure it went up to 71, LaSalle, and I just can't find it. I thought, but I'm pretty sure it's like 71. It's like 71.5 or something like that. If last time I checked, but for whatever reason, it's giving me a whole bunch of BS. So yeah, shout out to JT. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was a while back, but I'm pretty sure now it's something like that. But either way, and if you guys want to come up, man, by all means, really come up and join the conversation. But Kevin Samuels, man, we seen it with him, and brother, it was just wow. You know what I'm saying? Women were literally having Twitter parties that Kevin Samuels died. Celebrations, man. Celebrate good times. Come on. We have celebration.
I see with the cool in the gang. What's up, Mr. Fantastic?
What's going on? What you got for me, brother? Go ahead. It's on you.
Oh, not much, man. It's just, just unfortunately, it's par for the course. Again, people say that there's no misandry and that we're just making stuff up. Yet here we are. I mean, Reddick didn't say anything to anybody, and he was actually a well-beloved actor, especially in this role in The Wire and John Wick. And I actually plan on seeing the 4th John Wick movie, so I'm definitely bummed out. So yeah, it's just one of those things again where it's like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. The thing that I find ironic is that I think the real reason why a lot of space gets pushed back, again, as Green Gorilla said on his channel, the space operates kind of like a public. And despite all the cussing and yelling and vulgar language and back and forth, ironically, we're ironically more politically moderate and more intellectually engaging than a lot of the people that have come through a lot of these institutions, you know what I mean? Or that people that operate in the mainstream media. And I think that's what frustrates a lot of people. But going back to, again, just getting hated on, it's like, again, in this society, okay, how it's supposed to work is that we're supposed to, quote unquote, supposed to be socially at the bottom. So any disrespect we receive, we're supposed to just, basically shut up and deal with it. What upsets them is that basically by us speaking for ourselves, we're basically in the social order of things, we're essentially punching up. You know what I mean? Whereas with them, they're punching down, and they're not used to, having that pushback on that level. If you look at things such as The Color Purple, the Oprah, all these talk shows and whatnot, they were used to getting very, very mild pushback. And the fact that we kind of speak the truth, we cite our sources, and we say it loud and unapologetically, that makes a lot of people uncomfortable because, again, lying on so-called black men is a big money making machine,
Yeah. And like you said, man, I'm glad you. And again, like I said, man, this is why I say the importance of conversation. This brother was just an actor, man. He was an activist. He didn't speak on anything from like he didn't have a even though he was a public figure, he didn't have a public opinion. He simply did his job as an actor. You know what I'm saying? And he was who he was, right? Like I said, I didn't even know who his wife was. Had no idea. But lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? Posthumously, as soon as he's dead, this is the first thing that gets brought up by black people. And again, man, you're going to take away from a man that had no fault or no issue or problem with anyone just based off of who he chose to, you know what I'm saying, be in a relationship with. And like you said, but another big thing in the black community that doesn't seem to be understood is a mutual healthy relationship between two people is just that, between two people, which means I never heard anything about him cheating. I didn't know his wife, but I never heard anything about his wife cheating. So he had a woman that was willing to get with him, I imagine, for some years or whatnot, what have you, and be with him and support him and be his wife for his lifetime, for the time that they were together. And lo and behold, you want to take away from him because of who chose to love him and who he chose to love. From a most importantly, overarchingly, a heterosexual black man. Okay, that's the most important part.
Yep, and like what you said before, Mr. Fantastic, hey bro, get your hand off my pipe, get your hand off my pipe, like let it go, man, let it go. And what's funny is that Mr. Z and people in Evidence Discord have brought up this book. If you look at this book by Jennifer Lundquist, called like The Dating Divide, if you actually look on online surveys, they actually talk about how women of all so-called racial backgrounds respond to so-called white men first. So them complaining about so-called black men dealing, with a so-called white woman is just pure hypocrisy. It's pure, unadulterated, unashamed, hypocritical self-righteousness, and unfortunately, that's what most so-called pro-blackism and definitely most so-called black feminism has pretty much been, just hypocritical self-righteousness. They complain about you. Really, they complain about you dating outside of so-called Black America, yet they're the ones that are quick to do it. You know what I mean? The first chance they get, and then they want to turn around and claim to be so-called race loyal. And speaking of so-called race loyal, I just have to say that again, saying you're race loyal is like saying you have class. If you have to announce it, it's because you don't have it. So just be aware of that whenever you see a lot of these commune niggas on social media saying that shit,
Well, hey, that's another thing too, man. And I'll have to look that up, but there's a new book out that further confirms that too. And this touching back on the thing we was talking about with the statistics and the hey guy.
Yeah, it's called The Dating Divide. That's the name of the book. Yep.
Yeah. The white lady, she's the shout out to you, brother. Yeah. I think her Lundquist. I think her name.
Yep, Jennifer Lundquist. Yep. That's the book I was just talking about. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this book came out, I want to say sometime either early this year or late last year, right? and it's literally going through and it's giving you all the numbers and the statistics according to the racial divide. And like you said, when it comes to dating or whatever, again, black women, I'm not saying this, bro. A lot of this shit y'all put as gender war, bro. That's not it. Listen, I say this and I mean this, bro. All I deal with is African American women. That's what I like. That's my preference. I've never even been with a white woman. You know what I'm saying? I may have dealt with a little Latina in there or whatever, so on and so forth. But still, my number one preference, I let that be known. This ain't just for show. That's really
and
what
again,
I like.
it shows that in the statistics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only group of men that gives so-called black women preferential treatment is so-called black men. Like that's it.
Only. That's it.
Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yep, beginning in. And then another thing that the book also shows, as we've been saying before, is that most so-called black men, especially most so-called black men that are straight, we don't give preferential treatment to white women. So
no,
and I think that's the reason why people have such a bee in their bonnet, because again, in this feminist gynocratic social order, how it's supposed to work is that so-called straight black men are supposed to be on the very, 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 very bottom, and white women, especially middle class and above, are supposed to be at the very, 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 very top. You know what I mean? Like the elite class of this social order. And us not groveling and begging for their validation is us basically subliminally rejecting the social order, which is why, again, you get this universal hatred from both the pro-blacks and the white racists and just people in general. You know what I mean? They have a real stick up their ass about, so-called black women that deal with so-called white women, or really any woman outside of Black America that's even halfway attractive. That's also the reason why the Passport Bros got so much pushback with Austin Hollerman, is because, again, he didn't follow the script. How the script was supposed to go is he was supposed to be on some where the white woman at and go to Western Europe, but he didn't. He went in the exact opposite direction. He went south and he went east. So
yeah, and like you said, man, that's the whole thing where we get the the whole dick policing and all this shit, because now black women understand that all in all, a man is going to be seen as valuable when that man can provide, protect, and improve the life of a woman. Okay,
exactly.
So Passport Bros is so dangerous because now you have, again, it's no longer just Pookie and Ray Ray and what's up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? from the rap songs and the TV shows and the movies that these outside countries see, they get to see these black men in real time and get to have conversations with them. Intelligence, the game, the swag, or whatever you want to call it, right? The charisma, hell, the physical stature. And these women are actually attracted to these men, not just based off of the chance and opportunity to pull them up out of some type of poverty, because again, we're still the minority in that. So like, even from that aspect, it makes no sense. More European men travel, more Asian men travel, more everybody else,
more women travel.
So that's what I'm saying. So from this aspect of the black man is going to be just this saver hole of the globe. It makes no sense,
As the nameless protagonist said, so-called black men don't deserve any personal freedom or any personal freedom of any sort until we somehow magically solve the human condition. And all it is just gaslighting. All it is just gaslighting. Like I said, it's hypocritical self-righteousness. And then, like you said, speaking of the physical stature, as I said on Mr. Z's panel the other day, listen, if you're a brother who who's in shape, I know I'm a big guy, I have a gut, but if you're a brother who's in shape, bro, if you can literally bench press 225, like on the bench press, 225 pounds, you have more upper body strength than like 99% of humanity. So again, if you're a brother who keeps yourself in
of the globe, yes.
Exactly. If you're a brother who keeps yourself in shape, you know what I mean? If you got, if you work out on a regular basis, especially if you used to play high school or college sports, if you take care of yourself, if you're well learned, if you want to learn new languages, there's a strong possibility that you're going to have some success. So, and that's what they don't like, because when dudes start doing some comparing and contrasting, especially when it comes to dealing with the women here as opposed to women over there, they're gonna be like, oh, well, hey, I may as well, go elsewhere. As I was telling somebody else, I'm like, when it comes to the so-called dating environment, every so-called black man, especially every so-called straight black man in America, we're all playing the dating game on basically all Madden difficulty. It's all Madden difficulty. It's playing Call of Duty on veteran mode. It's whatever thing that you could describe as like the hardest difficulty. So whenever we step outside of so-called Black America, okay, within America, it goes down in difficulty. And then whenever we leave the country or leave so-called Western countries directly, it goes down even more. So again, that's the reason why they have a problem with that, because when it comes to the female counterparts, they have it the easiest for us. Like literally, statistically speaking, they'll never have an easier time finding a man than in so-called Black America. And if they can't find a man here, like they're ass out. Like statistically speaking, like they're fucked. So instead of trying to make it work, they just want to uh, as BGS said, use sign language to kind of shame you into basically putting up with the nonsense. Where it's like instead is if you know that he's your only option, you should be trying to do everything in your power to make it work, But again, as J. Cole said in this song, pride is the devil. So, hey, it is what it is.
Okay, yeah, and my bad, bro. If you was I was make sure you got in next, brother. That was up here. If you want to come back, man, come back. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you or whatnot. And listen, man, I'm not saying that he was just celebrating his death, quote unquote. Okay, in this case, it was being pointed out that he was married to a white woman. Okay, was his thing on the level of a Kevin Samuels or a Kobe Bryant? No, it is not. Because why? Because he didn't have that type of impact from a social standpoint. Again, this dude was he was an actor in the Wire, but he wasn't the lead actor, just like he wasn't a lead actor in John Wick. What I'm trying to point out, what I'm saying is that it's still being brought up as an issue and a problem as to where this man who, again, in what he did in his profession, is somehow being sidetracked again by the woman he was married to. And to say it's not happening, again, let me see the numbers on this tweet.
Yeah, again, and again, it's like what more of us need to do is just start calling them out and calling out these people for their hypocritical self-righteousness. So
yeah, hold on. So for y'all to say this not what's the name, 3.5 million views is something. Okay, 3.5 million views on a tweet would be considered viral. All right, so let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see this. Here we go. 3.5 million views would be considered viral, people. Okay, 3.5 million views, and this is the whole thing and the point of it. Okay, so retweet talking about this. All right, RIP Lance Reddick, but that's what he meant. That's not she, not who.
Yeah, and it's like these are two older people too. Like he died at 60.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what he married. Again, this is a 60-year-old man, and I don't know how old his wife is. So again, this is what I'm saying. And we can go. I mean, let's see. Let's go down in the comments. Look, whoop. 140.
Yep.
Shout out to Elon, man. This is a woman. Palmetto Ferry says, niggas love hefty looking white women's. 148K views. 300 likes.
Exactly. Yep, like what Edward Anderson said, dice. It's dice at work yet again.
This brother right here, even this brother calls it out, and more men are starting to see it, and he's getting backlash because who gets on Twitter less than 3 days after a universally beloved person dies, and white women. Like exactly. Everybody else sees this shit is weird. See this, and
exactly,
of course,
because
niggas want to dismiss it. Go ahead, brother. I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, and again, and this is why, unfortunately, why they hate the spaces, because again, the more and more they lie to these young boys and abandon them and set them up for failure and don't teach them how to read, write, and count and treat them like shit, they're gonna grow up and be resentful of that. And then once they come into spaces like this, they're gonna be like, oh man, they're gonna want to stay the hell away from most of these dudes that claim to be pro-black. Because I mean, let's be honest, Mr. Fantastic. Most so-called pro-blacks and most black feminists, when they talk about the so-called black community, all they care about is single women and the LGBTQ. That's it. Single moms, single women with double, triple, and quadruple digit body counts, and people who wave the pride flag. That's all they care about. Everybody else is expendable. Everybody else is included on an ad hoc basis. That's what they consider, quote unquote, the black community. Everyone else can basically kind of, fuck off.
Yeah, man. And like you said, bro, this is what we're talking about. And brothers are using this as an opportunity to be like, hey, look, man, if you want these men like this, how about you start investing in them earlier? How about you start taking interest in them earlier? But of course, is that going to happen? Highly, highly doubt it. But KP, go ahead, fam. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
Ain't no different than, bro. We've been talking about this for a time. It's the whole thing. It's the women's gays and felon thing. Dirty said it too. If you're a woman, you're gay and you felon, you black. If not, you ain't black. So technically, my man that just died really wasn't black to them, probably. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to be a fucking degenerate, or you got to be gay, or you got to be a woman. And most of them is degenerates anyway, too. Ain't no fucking difference, bro. It's just what it is.
Yep, and exactly.
Like you said earlier, fantastic. Don Lemon gets no smoke for marrying his white zaddy, right? It's some of the goofiest shit ever, bro. Like they watching CNN every day, but when Don Lemon checked one of them hoes, they was mad. Like this shit crazy. Don Lemon basically telling them to their face he can be a better bitch than them.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy, bro.
And like you said, again, it's just one of those things where it's like, me personally, I think we just need to just stop holding them with kid gloves and just start calling them liars. Like, hey, listen, the problem, the reason why most of your so-called pro-black stuff goes down in flames is because most of you niggas are liars, beginning in. You lie, you love to lie on so-called black men, especially, but you niggas lie and you're insincere and you're inauthentic. Okay, and again, I would argue that this space is more pro-black than dudes that claim that they're pro-black, because we encourage dudes to take care of themselves. We encourage dudes to expand their knowledge outside of the space. We encourage dudes to
Wait, bro, up top. Let me ask you both of y'all this. Ain't they been telling us for the longest? Whatever your father is, that's what you are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, let me say this, man. The shout out to Cortez, and this, bro, and again, the reason why not only us, passport bros, and any type of black male positive content, black manosphere, whatever you want to call it, right, is so dangerous, and we're attacked so vehemently, bro, is because we're literally like the voice for these young men because they don't have fathers. You gotta think about this, bro. A lot of these kids, man, at least I wouldn't say the total the total 60% of single moms or whatever don't have kids, but I would say from a basis, I would say safe note, at least 40% of those kids, man, don't have a father. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a positive male role model in their lives, and it's only getting worse and worse the further we go ahead, right? So having that understanding, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Having that understanding, these guys run into us. They run into the Japs. They run into the Obsidians. They run into, let me see who's a younger guy. They run into the Fresh and Fit. They run into whoever, the Austin Harlemans. They run into all these different things, right? And they're being, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like to call it red pill, but they're being like told the truth, bro. They're being told the truth of what they're trying to do.
And they watching these hoes on video every day. They see. You think we seeing videos and we work? Them niggas are seeing videos all day.
Bro, these kids, these young cats. That's how I say, man. And again, no disrespect to the old niggas, right? But bro, y'all old niggas have no idea, bro. Even I don't. The only reason I know and I'm clicked up, bro, is because I work with younger cats. I work with them.
And you got a son that's a teenager, right?
I got a teenage son. That's the only reason I'm even like, you know what I'm saying? And the shit my son be telling me, bro, I be like, bro, stop playing with me. Like, for real.
My son too, bro. My son a freshman in college, bro. The stories.
KP, and that's what I'm trying to tell him, bro. I don't be trying to come from a thing, but I'm just, when I hear an older person talking about stuff like this, and marriage and being committed and all this shit,
that shit is over,
women would never. And I'm like, yeah, bro, y'all are holding on to something that's just dead, fam.
Well, the problem again is that where the older people messed up is that they wanted to lie to keep the peace, okay? All they did was just make it worse.
Brother, no. They don't want to lie to keep the peace. They want to lie to get their peace, brother. They want to lie.
To get their piece of that war.
They have to lie in order to look out for themselves to make sure that they're going to be taken care of, fam. That's why.
Yep.
It's not about keeping the peace.
Yep, that's what the. Hey, let me tell you this story real quick. Hey, the studs is getting tired of them too. I know a stud, man. I know a stud that just got her bitch took by a white boy. Hey,
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 bro, no, bro, it was one
it's
that just went
crazy.
viral. Hey, I gotta find that KP, and if somebody has that, bro, these lesbians are starting to complain about black women, bro. Real shit. Lesbians
This
are
shit
starting to complain.
crazy.
So again, man, like it's really not us. That's what I'm telling you. Look, bro. It's really not us. Lesbians are even starting to complain and be like, "Hey, man, well, I don't know what the hell y'all on. What the fuck what's going on here?" So, like, yeah, man, we not lying about none of this shit, and everybody wants to make it seem like to where it's not us. We just these complaining ass niggas, and we can't get no pussy and all this other shit and whatever what have you. It's like, bro, no, bro. It's that we finally telling y'all the truth, and y'all let black women, what I'm saying, shout us down or attempt to shout us down and make it seem like we just, no social skills. We just like the worst niggas on the planet. When at the same time, the best rappers are who? The best athletes are who? The motherfuckers that have the most motion when it comes to motherfucking fashion and all this shit or whatever, and the trendy shit is who? So, bro, those two things can't be that. You can't be the same at the same time, man. You can't be the most influential motherfuckers from a style, a fucking
Style like,
entertainment, all this,
yep.
yeah, all this shit, bro. And it just don't work that way. But
Yeah.
shout out to Jackie Loves Jack for the 499. Appreciate you, Jackie Jack. And we got my man Chris in the building. Chris, what's up, fam? Appreciate you for coming over here, brother.
Man, I had to pull up, man. Well, I saw you be going live now, so I'm gonna pull up on this, show my brother some support one of these days.
I
So
greatly
yeah,
appreciate
man.
you, fam.
Hey,
What you
man.
got for us?
The title is like this. I've said this. I made this proclamation when Kev passed. Like you said, you got all these women celebrating. Honestly, they're all up and down on Clubhouse. And slowly, when I started to interact with panels after his passing, I made it loud and clear to the women. Here's the guidelines. You speak ill on the dead, especially that person you speaking ill on, looks like the person that you want to marry, that got the same guy that you want him to provide you a stable lifestyle, give you provision, and last but not least, protect you. You speak ill on that person. Don't expect that. Don't expect no aid or help coming from the black man anymore. Because if that's how you feel when he's dead, nah, we good on that. So all these women that's talking down on Lance Reddick because he has a white wife, hey, two middle fingers to you. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Go
yeah.
ahead, Kev.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, because notice how when Bell Hooks died, as much as she was notorious for lying on so-called black men, many dudes didn't celebrate her death and jump for joy. Though it's just like, oh damn, rest in peace.
Yeah, but
left it at that.
And Kev, this is what men have to understand, black men especially, bro. Men from a certain men have a certain level of respect and just, hey man, that's too far, right? Bro, I done seen so many, even like look at it when the Biggie and Tupac died, right? What was the first thing Biggie said? Like, hey man, listen, we might have had our differences or whatever, but I would never wish death on my worst enemy because ain't no coming back from that, right? That's one of the most iconic beefs ever, right? And then you see in the times of the time where you see people that may have been beefing or whatnot and so on and so forth, and something happened, and even they would squash the beef or call a truce in the midst of the beef for, let's say a child dying or something tragic or what happened to the other person, right? Men have there are morals and there are just an understanding of baseline respect between men that women just don't have. I saw this shit the other day, man, where these two women were fighting, bro. Like it was Mexican or something, some type of Latin women, bro. The women are fighting. Do you know that the woman kicked the kid? The woman is fighting with the woman, right? She's standing next to her little boy. Put one in the chat if y'all signed this shit. It went semi-viral, and I hope I saved it. But the woman kicked the kid, y'all. And again, shout out to the hate God niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I know how y'all is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the hate God niggas. But what's one of the first stories we were told in the Bible about the baby, the woman that stole the other woman's baby, right? And when they said, hey, well, I know what I'll do, you know what I'm saying? We'll just cut the baby in half. And the one bitch was like, yeah, fuck it, cut it in half. And that's how he knew who the mother wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But women are willing to go that far, bro. Just think about women in real time in your life, how a woman has took shit too far and you trying to, hey, chill. It's not that serious. I don't want to argue. We not here. We don't need to do this. No, fuck that. I want to, and you know, shit get too far. And then, oh, baby, I'm so sorry, baby. I didn't understand my hormones. I'm emotional. I got this, I got that. Men don't get to do that. And men don't even try to do that, right? But women, that's always the standard of it is, well, I'm going to fuck it all the way up. I'm going to blow everything up. I'm going to tear everything down. And then I can just apologize and everything be cool. Men understand, bro, that's not how it is. So men always come from a level of you know, baseline respect, man. Women just won't, and a line to be crossed, because too, like you said, you know, you're dealing with men, bro. There could be consequences, something that could cause you your health or your actual life by crossing those levels of disrespect. Women automatically know, and they don't even understand just how much society protects them and gives them this comfort as to where, like, hey, no matter what I do, I will not have to pay the ultimate price. A woman can cuss a motherfucker out or whatever, and a woman never even thinks about, hey, I'm going to get hands put on me, or even worse, hey, I may lose my life. A man understands that, bro. Look, if I go in here, fuck this nigga, I don't give a fuck, and blah, 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 and all this other shit, and getting rah, 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 hey, this nigga might just hook off, or he might just pull out. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's something that women have the advantage of, that they never ever understand, because they're never really faced with the consequences.
Because they believe they have the entitlement of protection. They can say whatever they want without consequences, which is bad enough. But they know if somebody wants to swing off on them, there's going to be some stranger there to protect me. What I'm starting to tell men is you need to take that away from women. Let them know, or let them feel like, if I step that far out of bounds, no one's going to be there to protect me. Not to say that somebody should just automatically chin check her, just for her to know the idea that you better watch your step, because nobody's going to be there to save you. I'm telling men, take away that form of protection away from women, so that way, if they find themselves in a situation, let them find a way to get out of it. But they're going to catch some bumps and bruises along the way.
Yeah, man. And this is what I wanted to say too. Let me see where's his comment. Well, I didn't elaborate on this. Listen, shout out to Cortez, man. Where you at, Cortez, when you said this? Black women would rather you deal with men, bro, than deal with a white woman or a woman of another race. Shout out to Cortez for that. Black women would literally rather you be a non-heterosexual man, okay, than you date out of your race and deal with another woman, because they're offended, and it encourages other men, especially when you have an attractive woman, it encourages other men to date out too. Again, man, there's so many cues and so many psychological levels to shit that people don't even understand, like, you know what I'm saying, that they're acting out and they're acting upon. And again, black women have had the privilege of being the only people that, you know, their men pretty much for the most part were advertised to and around and all these different things. Again, once you start traveling and brothers start becoming more uply mobile, and you know, you start becoming you know, the faces of franchises and businesses and all these different things, now other women are going to naturally look at those men. Why? Because again, at the end of the day, a woman wants somebody that's she's attracted to, that can provide for her. Okay. And again, of course, we all have our start out from a racial aspect and so on and so forth, but then at the same time, there's a level of attractiveness that's just universal. No matter what, I'm not a fan of white girls. I don't go after white girls, pursue white girls like that. But again, there's some white girls I've seen that's so goddamn fine, bro. Hey, it is what it is. That's a fine ass bitch, regardless of what the fuck she look like. Same thing goes for Hispanic, well, Latin, even Asian, right? It's the same thing, bro. It's a woman out here that's just so fucking beautiful, bro, that it is what it is. And she transcends whatever racial cues or whatever you may have. All right. Now, are you going to act on those and you're going to pursue her? Hey, it all depends. That comes down to you on a personal, you know, an individual basis. But for the most part, when we start talking about these things, and women are starting to see now, especially you have these other women, these other races that are highly, highly attractive. But hey, the best you're ever going to be able to get if you stick to your race of men. And this is the same thing that women do all the time, right? Why the fuck would I stay in the Philippines? Why would I stay in Thailand? Why would I stay in Brazil, Colombia, whatever, what have you? When, you know, unless I'm dealing with in Colombia or Brazil, I'm dealing with the fucking cartel master, which that in itself, hell, I might get my ass chopped the fuck up. Okay, kidnapped and deleted because I'm, you know, who I'm attached to, versus, you know what I'm saying, being able to deal with some dude that's an American guy that's gonna his money's gonna be 20 to 1 or greater, you know what I'm saying? And then he's not gonna whoop my ass. He's not gonna he's gonna be a lot more you know what I'm saying, personable and different things than a man in my culture because, you know what I'm saying, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's the way that he's raised different.
Well, again, you got to remember, and this is going back to what you when you was on Bernard Riley's panel with Edward Anderson, and whatnot. Again, what we have to understand is that this whole narrative that so-called black men don't know how to treat women and children, okay, is bunk. Okay, first of all, the entire concept of universal suffrage and property rights and divorce rights and whatnot, many indigenous so-called black people, both in the Americas and in so-called Africa, were doing that long before European colonization. Okay, so it in and of itself isn't a new concept. So to just see many of these dudes, especially under the pro-black tent, basically bending over backwards and apologizing for your so-called misogyny, it's like, it's weird because it's like, dude, do you even read, bro? You know what I mean? Like, because if you actually read, and if you actually did an apples to apples comparison, you compare the level of treatment that so-called black men in America do to so-called black women, if you compare the level of malevolence that we've done to them compared to, like, say, women that have lived under communist regimes or in places of the world where they have a strict dress code or where they have to deal with like a female genital mutilation and stuff like that, there's no comparison, bro. Okay. Most of this so-called misogyny, like 80 to 85% of this, or should I say 75 to 85% of the so-called misogyny that these people talk about, the so-called black male privilege and black male misogyny, all it boils down to is so-called black women having hurt feelings and bruised egos based off of what we did. That's all it is. It ain't some targeted malevolence. It's not some systematic oppression or conspiracy or none of that. It's just basically we did or said something that hurt their feelings and bruised their egos, beginning, end. So, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, man, and like you said, unfortunately, bro, you know that's what we end up dealing with in these situations. To expound upon, like, I guess the original topic, just going back a little bit, man. Again, this brother right here is all but innocent. Like I said, he was a public figure, he was a entertainer, he was an actor, but by all means, like, I never heard one public statement from this guy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing of note I can remember. And yet, and still, like you said, once it's announced that he's died, the first thing people want to bring up is that his his choice of spouse, right? Heterosexual.
Right.
And again,
yeah,
like
and then these are the same pro-black motherfuckers that are be the first ones to say, okay, date who you want, just don't talk about so-called black women. Yet him, Jay Ellis, Omari Hardwick did just that, and they get roasted and dragged through the mud.
Even Kobe Bryant didn't talk about black women at all. He didn't even have a racial stance on most things or whatever.
Exactly.
The closest racial situation that Kobe was brought up in, I think, was a Tamir Rice thing, because they asked him a question about the Tamir Rice, and he said he didn't want to give a opinion because he didn't have all the facts. Niggas got mad because he didn't just automatically jump on the pro-black, the racism train, like, like another basketball player would do, and they kind of got mad at him like that, but that died down. But other than that, like you said, Kobe Bryant didn't even have a conversation concerning race and all these different things, or even politics and stuff, right?
Yeah, plus he was actually helping to promote the WNBA as well. He's one of the few dudes that heavily promoted the WNBA and wanted his daughter to play there. So, I mean, it just shows you, like you said, these niggas are ungrateful.
And Kev, shout out to you, Kev. And that's what I forgot to say in the Umar thing. So Umar lied, right? That's what I say. The reason why Umar lied is because Kobe Bryant has he had 4 daughters? So 4 or the 3? 3. So his oldest, the one Gigi that unfortunately passed away with him, right? And now a baby girl right before, he passed away, right? So no, he didn't just leave his estate to his wife. He left them to his offspring, his heirs, which are his daughters, who are going to be seen as black, who everybody's going to recognize as Kobe Bryant's daughters for the rest of their lives. Even though she didn't have a son, you know what I'm saying? Still, Kobe Bryant's daughter is going to be able to go anywhere on this fucking planet and be known, hey, Kobe Bryant's my dad. She's going to be a black woman, all right, and she's going to be able to build on and extend about, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And more likely being that Kobe Bryant was her dad, she may like black men. You know what I'm saying? It remains to be seen. Don't know yet, but we'll see. But if and when Kobe Bryant's daughter, who's going to be again a beneficiary of his estate, goes on to have a, you know what I'm saying, let's say get married to a black man and have a son, that's Kobe Bryant's grandson. So if and when Kobe Bryant's grandson becomes a basketball player, now what do we have? You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of moot points and a lot of you know, falsehoods said out here to try and scare the heterosexual black man from your options. Listen, everything you mix with, brother, is going to be seen as black. Okay,
exactly. I mean, you could see it. You could see it with the R&B singer. What's her name? Her. You know what I mean? She's like half Filipina, but when people look at her, it's like, oh, that's a so-called black woman. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, her dad is so-called black, and her mom is a Filipina, but they still see her as a quote-unquote black woman. You know what I mean?
What would you say?
So the singer Her, like Gabby Wilson, like the singer Her, H-E-R, Her.
Damn, I didn't know that hers mixed. I didn't know her was mixed.
Yeah, she's half and half.
Her fine.
Yeah, she's half Filipino. Yep.
Yeah, she is.
Her fine as a motherfucker, man, and she can blow and she can sing, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so and then too, like you said, brother, even though what's her name? The tennis girl. What's her name?
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, Osaka.
Yeah,
Osaka's, you know, even though her dad isn't quote unquote FBA ADOS, I think he's Haitian or whatever, still. She's not seen as a fucking, you know, well, she's a black Japanese. She's mixed. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, she jumped full force and, you know, both feet into the whole racial BLM black person. She speaks from a black person's perspective, even though she's not. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, man. When these people do all these things, man, you know what I'm saying? When people say all these things and shit like this, and like you said, bro, listen, I don't see not one drop of Filipino in goddamn Her. All I see is wonderful light skin goodness, goddamn it, and she fine as
caramel color, but yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, like
she dark skin, beautiful. Knock it off.
She listen, her fine as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, she even talks about it herself. You know, sometimes every once in a while she'll drop a thing. They'll say like Pinoy pride, but that's what I'm saying as far as like how the genes will carry forth. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, or even think of somebody like somebody who played in the NFL, Hines Ward. You know what I mean? He's half Korean, but if you look at him, people think, oh, this is a so-called black man, you know, with a lighter complexion. You know,
well, even though he's half. Bro, listen, bro. The most famous fucking the highest paid actor last time I checked, I think the highest paid actor is still The Rock. People forget The Rock is half black.
And exactly. Black and Samoan, right?
Yeah, black and fucking Samoan. And if you know the thing, Samoan people already have African what's naming them too. So you know what I'm saying? So is he what's his percentage? How are you gonna guess the percentage of a person that has, you know, a black dad, a Samoan mom, or whatever? But then if you go back into the lineage of Samoan people, and you listening to Tariq Nasheed and them now, they have fucking African blood in them in the line too, right? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, man. This thing when you try to do this and you try to fucking limit the straight black man, bro. Again, dog, y'all gotta understand, bro. This is an agenda. This is an attack that only we suffer against. I never see white women talking shit to white men about whatever in the hell they doing with their dicks. Same thing for Asian men. Asian women really don't even care because Asian men are the least wanted men on the fucking planet. I mean, shout out to y'all, man. No disrespect, fam. You know what I'm saying? I love Bruce Lee movies. Bruce Lee's one of my favorite people ever. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't kick me in my fucking shin. But you know, Hispanics and all this different shit, right? None of these other men, bro, get told by their group. And then too, we just talking about not just the women. The men have such a Stockholm syndrome that the men do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was a man that made the original post. You know what I'm saying? And these steps and these fucking, you know, these panderers, bro. So you the black man, the heterosexual black man is the only one that's being literally attacked on all fronts by his own people about what he does with his penis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I say, and it's interesting that you brought that up again because what they consider pro-black is you basically coddling and pandering to basically a bottom of the barrel so-called black woman. You know what I mean? Because even when they want to talk about date black, they don't talk about find like a fine, sexy, clean, down to earth, chick, you know, in like, between 18 and 30 and go settle down with her. No, they want you to say, hey, you see that chick over there, who looks like BJ Raji and got a peg leg and who has, 4 different baby daddies. Yeah, you need to wipe her up,
you need
to
to
save
choose
the
her.
community.
And then look at it.
Yeah,
And then,
that's the protocol thing about being pro-black. You have to be with the black person. Don't matter if they're from the lowest of the lows, the bottom of the barrel type of person. As long as they
preferably
black,
bottom. No, preferably bottom of the barrel.
Right.
They want
you.
you.
Don't forget dark skin. But look at this. Listen, look at relax, relax in here, open over the Rock and Jason Momoa. I don't know what the hell Jason Momoa is, but
Jason
the
Momoa
dude
too.
the dude that played Aquaman and all this shit and whatever. Bruh, shout it. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, do your thing. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you if a black woman got with either one of those guys or whatever. Niggas ain't gonna be mad.
Nobody would care.
Yeah,
nobody would care. Nobody would care. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like you said, again, they want you. They want you to settle for broads that look like BJ Raleigh and Willie Steed in the face. You know what I mean? Or look like freaking a Lawrence Taylor in the face. It's like, come on, man. Like, you can't win for losing, because again, if you date outside of so-called Black America, you're a sellout. Okay. If you date outside of so-called Black America, you're a sellout. If you date an attractive so-called Black woman, you know what I mean, you're featurist. If she's light-skinned, then you're colorist. You know what I mean? And then if she's like a pretty dark-skinned woman like Bria Miles, you know what I mean, then you're perpetuating an unrealistic beauty standard. Like, bro, there's no winning. Okay, there's no winning.
Well, and see, look, more thirst. Look at Sexy Red, like the white man. She liked the white boy, and Keanu Reeves. And shout out to V-Dub that said it. He once upon a time he was dealing with Zoe Kravitz, and now of course shout out to
Zoe finding him up.
Yeah, he's married, and he married to
he married Halle Berry.
No, not Halle Berry. Lisa Bonet.
I'm sorry, Lisa Bonet. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lisa Bonet. I'm sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. Yeah.
But we gotta ask black women this. You was never gonna give Lance Reddick a chance. You was never gonna give Donald Glover a chance. You're never gonna give Jordan Peele or these type of brothers a chance at all. What was they supposed to do? Sit on the sideline and wait? Fuck no.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to, right? You're supposed to sit there with your thumb up your ass and wait for her, to quote unquote have her fun, and then come out over there and put your cape on it and quote unquote save the day.
Oh, and now that I think about it, let's talk about Michael B. real quick.
You got it, brother. Go ahead.
He did date a black woman. What happened when he wanted to take it to the next level? What did that black woman do?
She left.
I rest my case.
Not only that, Chris. Not only that, she embarrassed him, and she tried to profit off of their breakup. She couldn't just leave like he did. And hey, two adults, we had a time together. Everything was good or whatever. Things didn't work out or whatever. I wish her the best. She goes her way, I goes mine. This woman found it, man, to go out and immediately do some interview. You know what I'm saying? Hinting at the fact of the matter about, freedom and, a man, I'm not identified by a relationship to a man and all these different things and whatnot, what have you. Just, a little bit after that, a few months later, get in a relationship with another man, a younger actor, a person budding TV show star or whatever, right? All these different things. And she tried to make a fool of this man, bro, who did nothing wrong with her. Now, remember, they were mad at Michael B. Jordan when he was dealing with the white girl before. They called him this and they called him that, and oh, you dealing with them white women and all this other shit and whatever, to the point of where, hey, he came back to black, and what had happened when he did it, man? What was his reward? You know what I'm saying? Embarrassment, and like you said, Chris, most importantly, this man's early 30s, one of the hottest, if not the hottest actors right now in acting, especially this was previous to Creed 3, but now with Creed 3, it's pretty much undeniable. This man is not only acting, he's a producer now. He's had success. So look at what the hell she gave up. So even with the clear, not even like potential, right? This is proven product in a Michael B. Jordan that's still not good enough, and she moves on just for him to elevate to even the next level of where he already was. black women. How do you guys keep doing that?
Well, again,
how is it never enough? You really got to start asking yourself that question.
Again, going back to the whole, the dating divide book, you see that playing out in a lot of these American politics, as far as if you look on the political extremes in the far left and the far right. If you go down those rabbit holes as a so-called black man, what you begin to realize is that the real reason why they have such a stick up their ass with you is because you're an unapologetically straight man who isn't both super rich and white. That's the problem with you. It doesn't matter if you're going on the far right where you talk about bootstrap theory and respectability politics. It doesn't matter if you're going on the left talking about, trans identity and intersectionality and all this other stuff and identity politics. The main beef they have with you is that you're a straight man who isn't both super rich and white. You don't look like Henry Cavill or TJ Watt, and shout out to them. You don't look like Henry Cavill or TJ Watt, and you don't have $100+ million net worth in your bank account, and that's the reason why they have a problem with you. So again,
Kev, they even lose on that one because again, they love Travis Kelce now. Travis Kelce like the black women, right? And what Travis Kelce say? Travis Kelce say, "Hey, look, ma'am, I'm sorry, but this ain't no free ride over here. I'm not going to pay for everything. This not finna be because I'm
exactly. No. I'm glad you mentioned that. Travis Kelce is an all-pro type. This dude is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer when he retires. Okay, multi-millionaire. If he was unwilling to quote unquote pay all the bills, why should we?
Kev, again, Kev, they would say that to now. Listen, now, what would that be for us? Oh, you a 50-50 nigga. You a 50-50 nigga. What you mean? You can't pay all the bills and shopping sprees and trips and all this other shit. You got money. What again, man, like you said, bro, we keep getting fucking like just bro. What we're saying is not crazy. It's just a fact of the matter that say we don't have enough of the fucking, a piece of the pie, enough of the impact for it to be forced and fucking said and proven. Because, bro,
again, is that it's not that it's not true. Is that we're not supposed to say it. We're not supposed to be the group of people that says it. See, we're supposed to be told it by. We're supposed to wait for somebody like, and I'm not saying as a disrespect to them. We're supposed to wait for somebody white in a high academia, like a Jordan Peterson or whatnot, or Jennifer Lundquist, to point these things out. We're not supposed to, as the quote unquote the designated others of this society. We're not supposed to be the ones to point out this stuff and say it loud and unapologetically. So that's the reason why they said it. They have a problem with the fact that you said it, and they have a problem with the fact that you as a so-called black man said it, especially because you're straight. So again, that's the real beef with you.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Yep. Listen, yeah, we bro. Listen. Shout out to Cowboy. A black man is never going to be good enough, but they want you to keep fighting for her approval. Will Smith. And what's happened, man, is like I said, and that's why I really appreciate you brothers come up and you contribute, man. To give your perspective, so it isn't just coming from one place. What we're coming to find out again, bro. This isn't just me. This isn't just you. It's a lot of us that have an understanding of it, and now we have the opportunity and the chance to speak publicly. You know what I'm saying, and fully, not just or women ain't shit, black women this, black women that. No, brother, we can give data and statistics. We can give you our own anecdotal experiences. We can give you public proof of what we're talking about. We can give you historical references. We can give you all these different things to fully and clearly flesh out what we're saying and we're expressing, as to where anybody outside of our experience are not going to understand. I mean that even including black women, because black women don't care. So the black man is literally trying to speak to the black man's experience with the only people having knowledge of it being ourselves, right? We got close to the point of where Kevin Samuels was and people started to listen, but due to his untimely demise, he didn't even get to dive deeply into it to express to everyone, and he had to move away from the black women angle because he just understood black women were not going to change. Okay, that's why he just went from everybody's talking about six figures now. Okay, that was, I guess, the blessing of Kevin Samuels to point out the hypergamy of women in a way that it's never ever going to be enough, and they're always going to want more, and more importantly, more than what they're due. Okay, a woman is always, and it's okay for a woman to overvalue herself. Okay. A man, on the other hand, has to prove reprove, improve, and keep proving for life. Again, Michael B. Jordan, again, man, people like to say, bro, I don't have no motherfucking Michael B. Jordan crush or no shit like this, but he's just literally a real time, at this time, proof of what we're talking about. Michael B. Jordan had a black woman, attractive, young, all these different things. She could have, that she was with him, long-term relationship. And from what we're being told, allegedly, he wanted to take it to the next level, engagement, marriage, whatnot, what have you. And the woman said, no, I don't want to be locked down. I don't want to be married. I have a value. A man doesn't define me and all these different things, or a relationship doesn't define me, just to get in another relationship. This is what we're trying to tell you guys. It's never enough. It never makes sense. And you guys keep messing up and showing that you, even at that level, Lori Harvey's not some hood booger bitch. She's not some Keisha or LaShonda or some shit like that. No, she came from money. She grew up. Well, no, I'm saying her experience, her mentality. I'm with you, but her lifestyle and what she's experienced, that's what I'm talking about.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So even her having it and understanding what she has, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole deal, and it's still not enough. So again, bro, if you can't go there, how much better can you get as a fucking, you know what I'm saying? How can you win? If Michael B. Jordan can't win, what black man can, pretty much?
Can I address something that I saw in the chat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Said somebody, the cynical one said, at the age of 25, she.
Oh shit, he dropped out. Oh, you back? Chris, you did something weird. You dropped out and came back. Can you hear me? Damn, Chris. Okay, the cynical one. At the age of 25, she's too young to get married. Well, cynical, this is a thing. So is she just gonna date perpetually? She's gonna date indefinitely?
Yes. The answer is yes. Okay, because again, if you look at biology, okay, a woman's fertility peaks between 18 and 30. Okay, yeah. Technically between 18 and 38, 18 and 28, but between 18 and 30, and by the time you're 30, as a woman, you've lost about 90% of your eggs. So that's the point. Okay, that's pretty much what's considered quote unquote sexual liberation in this day and age is for a woman to spend their sexual prime basically entertaining a bunch of casual sexual partners. Okay, wait till they're 30, 35, till they're on the edge to where they can't really have children like that, and then try to look for a quote unquote high value man, or should I say a high value simp, to come and save them and to take all their pain and struggle away, their financial pain and struggle away. That's the plan. And of course, 90 to 95% of the time it's never going to work because, well, I mean, there's not enough men like that to go around, number one. And then number two, it's like you're waiting until you're past your prime in your looks to try to settle down, So again, hey, it is what it is though.
Yo, shout out to KP from KC5 for the 199. Really appreciate you, brother. The book of whole verbs and 304 is the religion. Shout out to you, bro. And brother, you be killing me. You gotta change this damn name, nigga. God damn, I can't even hop like you. $1 million niggas can't even tell these hyenas. So the average man who don't have a chance, the only option is to get your passport and go overseas and find you a good traditional woman. And again, man, listen, there we go. All right, go ahead, Chris. Unmute. You muted, Chris. Damn. Okay. God damn, what's name be weird, bro? I'm for you keeping all as a heterosexual black man in 2023 and beyond, bro. Keep your options open, fam. That's all I'm saying. Any child you have is gonna be considered black. I'm telling you. All right. There you go, Chris.
My bad.
You good? Go ahead. You good? Go ahead.
What was the last thing y'all heard?
You was talking about you was just about to get into your point about the 25 being too young. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's no such thing as 25 being too young. I have a young lady that's on my team right now. She got married when she was like either 18 or 19, like literally fresh out of college. She's 21 or 22 right now. She just became a first-time mother. With that being said, we can't say you're too young to get married at 25, but you're not too young to be a mother. That doesn't make any sense in this day and age. So we need to get rid of that mentality of being too young to get married. Matter of fact, I'm gonna actually do a one-on-one interview with her, and I'm gonna show the world that even in 2023, you can get married right now at a young age. The only person that's stopping you is you, and the only person that stopped you for the right way is you. Blame nobody but the person in the mirror.
Shout out the cynical one. If you guys have been dating for ages, that's different. Okay, cool. I got you. Yeah. But cynical. The whole thing is this, right? And again, y'all know me, man. I'm not a proponent of marriage. I'm sorry. I'm just it is. I can't tell a man to get married in the modern day thing. If you want to, brother, that's all your thing. But I've officially went from you shouldn't get married to don't get married. Okay. And I got something coming up with that here shortly, probably on either tomorrow or probably Friday, more likely not Friday. But either way, you shouldn't get married to don't get married because again, man, the truth is out. I'm sorry, bro. This isn't our moms or our mom and dads or aunts and uncles and grandparents. This isn't their generation. In this new generation, bro, the way that everybody is moving and the way that marriage is even understood, okay, it makes no sense to get married. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. In the United States of America, if you're getting married, bro, you're literally just it's a lose, 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 lose. Can you be and again, am I against traditional relationships and you guys, doing whatever you need to do in order to build a family, build an empire, a legacy, and a lineage? No. But with a piece of paper, bro, to get married, again, shout out to Lil Duval, it don't make no sense. And you have people that are highly, highly successful that are living these lifestyles and are handling things this way because they see through the bullshit. Okay. It's the ultimate fucking setup, bro, for you to go out here as a man, sign your name to a piece of paper. And now, like I said, especially if she's lucky enough to get you before you blow up and before you're highly successful, right? Now she gets to cash in because now you're highly successful, i.e. Dr. Dre, or so on and so forth, right? Or if you're already successful enough in all these different things, i.e. Babyface on his second or third marriage. Babyface lost 30 million in a fucking divorce, bro, in his second divorce or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So again, why would you as a man willingly put your head in the guillotine or throw yourself in front of the firing squad just in order to have a relationship on a piece of paper? It makes no sense, bro.
Well, and that's why I have moved away from that. And I started telling brothers, put the paper thing to the side. You don't have to get married through the states or whatever the case may be. I said, put that away. You want to get married to the church? Get married to the church. We all know, we all heard of Crimson Curse's story. What's up?
Well, no, shout out to you, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Chris. More men, we're starting to say this, and that's another reason why they want us to shut the fuck up because that marriage, bro, that's that whip crack, bro. That's that control. Because nigga, I can leave, nigga. I'll file them papers. I'll take part of your shit or whatever. Well, most men don't pay alimony. Again, I keep telling y'all, man. It's not. People always say that. Just like when people say the average child support payment is $200 something. Well, again, for a brother that's making motherfucking, let's say he's making $1,000 a month, and you taking out motherfucking 250 or even 300, that's a fourth of his pay. Okay, let me take, no matter how much money you have from any person, this is what motherfuckers don't understand, bro. If you're taking the percentage of a person's pay is more so important than the number. All right. So if you're taking a quarter of a person's pay, man, or 20% or 30% of a person's pay, what the fuck is that going to do to the rest of their bills and the rest of the stuff that they're responsible for? Now, mind you, again, man, you guys, it's on you to make sure that if you have to pay child support in the first place, first and foremost, ensure that the child is yours. Paternity test. Don't just sign up for it, and then do the research, do the reading to represent yourself, and make sure you get as much possible time with your child that you can get, because that's going to decrease the amount of your child support. Not only decrease the amount of your child support, because that's not the most important part, is make sure you have a part in your children's lives, because these children are in danger. Okay, we're also starting to see this too. A lot more of these mothers are attacking and deleting their own children, man. That's a fact of the matter. So first and foremost, be careful where you deposit your seed. Okay, don't be out here being irresponsible, man, and just dropping dick off and putting kids off in any and everything that you come by. Okay, don't do that. But if you do find a woman for whatever reason you guys agree upon, step into that level and things don't work out, make sure you immediately Establish yourself parental rights, bro. Okay, paternal. If you are not married to that woman, you have no paternal rights to that child. You have to go to the court and you have to file them. Okay, and as soon as you can, you need to do that, because then, as long as everything's good with you guys and you have parental rights established and you're cohabitating, or even if you're not cohabitating and you're involved in that child's life, you have proof that you have been a part of the child's life because you established your paternal rights, and you set up the thing to where she can't be like, okay, well, yeah, he never did nothing for her. And technically and legally you haven't, because you never set up your rights as a father in the first place, because you guys were never married. So there's a lot of things, man, that and there's a lot of wealth of knowledge here in other places. But most importantly, just arm yourself and protect yourself, bro, because this game is getting dirty and dirty and dirtier out here.
Hey, real quick, you talking about average child support $250? I can do you guys one better, fellas. Listen to this. Whenever I open the merch line, I'm gonna put this on my T-shirt. According to the Washington Post, this came out in October. From the day that child's born all the way to the 18th birthday, you're looking to spend around $311,000.
Yep. And
that was before inflation.
Yeah.
So
people
fellas,
still using people were using the old numbers, and they were saying 250, and I had to do that, Chris, I want to say probably about a month ago, and pull it up. No, 250 is no longer accurate, brother. It's 300.
Yes,
it's 300 plus K now to raise a kid from childbirth to 18, bro, to adulthood.
And that was and that was before inflation, so it might be even more. And we ain't talking about if the kids got to go to college. So men, your seed is your investment. It's worth $311,000 minimum. Protect your investments, like real shit.
Yeah. Shit, about 2030.
Shit.
Who knows, bro? Who knows, bro? But hey, man, I greatly appreciate you guys for coming up, man. Y'all got any closing remarks or closing thoughts?
Oh no, man. Again, as always, I always thank you guys, for having me on the panel. Again, keep speaking the truth, man. Keep being accurate. Like I said, again, I think what it is that the social engineers and the misandrists in the society are basically playing a game of chicken with like Mother Nature, and something's gonna have to give. You know what I mean? So something's got to give, because the way that society is going down now, man, this is simply not sustainable. Okay, the current model of society is not sustainable. So, I mean, it is what it is.
All right, for sure.
And ladies, black women, hear me clearly. What did these white women do to get these black men that you looked over? They saw the work ethic. They saw the resume. They saw the 5-year plan. They saw the 10-year plan. And they invested into them right there and then. If you're tired of seeing your black men lead a community, why don't you stop them from leading the community, invest in them before somebody else does? Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one holding the empty bag while a white woman is just throwing that money like it's nothing, because you didn't see the investment. You didn't see the value in the black man. So you was not on your job. She got on her job and picked up what you were slacking. That's your fault, not theirs.
All right, for sure, man. Appreciate you. Wody, what's up, man? Mac in Manhattan. What's going on, fam?
How you know it's Wardy? Well, I guess the face is recognizable, huh?
No. I can't see your face. Your authenticated thing. I gotta check, because you don't need to be flashing me and shit.
Oh, I mean, I'm on camera and outside. If a nigga whips something out on you outdoors like this, there's a dangerous man.
Hey,
You
man.
can
Hey,
see where I'm at.
you never know.
There's a dangerous man. You know what I mean? But anyway,
All right, then, fantastic. I'm gonna head out. Thanks, man.
All right, appreciate you, bro.
are you hearing the echo from me or no?
Yeah, I am hearing the echo from your side.
All right, fantastic. I'm gonna head out too. Appreciate you,
I
brother.
appreciate you, Chris.
I'm trying to fix it up right now.
Let's see. You good now?
Change my audio.
You good now? It's no echo now.
My speaker. I don't hear nothing on my speaker. And I can't even hear you.
Yeah, man. Listen, The whole they don't care. Well, they don't care now, and that's the I know you got the SBE crew in here, bro. They don't care now. Nobody cares. None of these women cares when they have their options there, right? Nobody worries about, you know what I'm saying, the light bill being paid until the lights are out. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, they don't care now, man, but they will care soon enough. They will care soon enough. And again, it's your job to understand that and deal with the ones that, you know what I'm saying, when give you the time when you're on the way up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, basically I had to put back on the Bluetooth, but I guess basically if I'm not speaking, I'm gonna have to mute myself. Hopefully though, while I'm talking, you're not hearing the echo because I shouldn't be nothing but.
No, it's only when I say something.
Yeah.
But you good. Go ahead.
Yeah, just something I saw too in the chat though that I found interesting. And like I said, I might be a little late to the conversation, but a young lady was saying that the age of 25 is too young to get married. You know what I mean? They was going back and forth with a conversation about the young age of 25 is too young to get married because you don't have life experience, right? Or you don't experience life, so you don't have the fear of missing out. And I wholeheartedly understand why some people have that feeling, but honestly, in my own personal purview, if you feel like there's so much more you want to experience out of life, it's basically, to me, it sounds like you want to put yourself out there or sow your so-called royal oats, or throw it around until you find what you like sexually out there in the game, till you tired of being for the streets, and then you're ready to settle yourself down. There's one scenario, and again, even when you speak of these anecdotal cases, a long time ago, I was working with somebody. This young lady, she got pregnant at like the age of 19, and that's probably why the reason why she got married to her boyfriend. But the dude that she got pregnant with, they decided to get married. You know what I mean? And she was working at Whole Foods. He was working a little regular little job. She just had the newborn. You know what I'm saying? And they basically had to figure it out together. I mean, regardless of the fact, all that again, experience of life, so on and so forth. The only thing you really can do as it comes to dealing with somebody is to hopefully that you pick somebody of good character and that y'all will be able to get along in that relationship. Y'all can work together, you know what I mean, and make the family dynamic work. But as far as you tired in the game, you beat down in the game, you've been used up. Now you turning that corner and you seeing that probably some of your prospects, men or women, is starting to look a little shabby. You know what I mean? You're giving the worst. You're giving basically used up and washed version of yourself to somebody that you want to be the best possible version of themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And that that's good advice. But again, like you said, man, depending on who you're talking to, probably the women here it would be more applicable or whatever, because you know what I'm saying, these not women that are super duper young. I don't think anybody in here is under 25 or whatever, right? But the older a woman gets, the more she has to realize and understand that, quote unquote, time is winding down, the danger zone, however you want to put it, your biological clock is ticking, and all these different things. So what happens though, of course, like we know, shout out to Chronicles, man. A woman doesn't humble herself or become mature until she's like 45. Until a woman is almost but all the way done with her um sexual attractiveness being her key to her advantage in life, bro. They're not trying to hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're seeing a lot of these women try to beat the clock and having kids, i.e., the brat, and all these other chicks where we did the stats the other day where it shows you had this uptick in women that are having children in their 30s, right? Because they want to be the alpha woman, they want to be the businesswoman, they want to be freedom and independent and all this or whatnot, what have you. Lo and behold, like you said, man, when you look into it and you understand um, what they're understanding way too late, it's too late. And again, for the man, it's your job to protect yourself, man, and just not to get caught up or what I'm saying, be a part of some shit like that. Because yeah, man, these women, black women in particular, bro, they just, bro, they don't care until they're forced to care. And so, what I mean, I understand what everybody's saying it, but
I think my personal purview, I think it's a Western culture thing. Whether you want to take it to the UK, Australia, which also has a lot of westernized culture, some South Africa, the US, because again, social media also a lot of our trends and slang and so what and so forth from the US, it travels worldwide because of TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, what I mean, BT, so on, like all these avenues that we have where you can get in tune with the culture outside of your own area, and then along with that, artists, music, movies, they emulate whatever is trending, whatever is popular. Things become so to speak, like the norm. It may have some variations depending on the area of the world that you live in, but so is that what we like to call a westernized world. And I am of no criticism for people who want to live their life the way that they want to live it. Do what you want to do as it comes to that. You know what I mean? But somebody said something that I thought was very smart, intelligent, as far as that, where people are asking for the perfect person, or like, like, God send me a good man, God send me a good woman. It might even been Anton that said that, something to that effect, like, right? But you use yourself up in the game, and then you come at the end of life, or close to the end of your good years after you've been ran through and used yourself up, and then going telling God, give me a good man or a good woman. You know what I mean? What you say, man? Oh, I couldn't hear you. Yeah, this lady was over here talking to me. It's like, that's not fair to that person who's done everything right, right? Well, they done everything the right way, and then you want them to come and take you at your worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man, and that's the thing. But like I said, I definitely got something coming up with that. I forgot. Damn, I got to start writing these titles down. But the horror culture, man, that's a real thing. Horror culture nowadays is another thing that's making these women, black women especially, have this
Horticulture. That's
arrested
also
development.
that's also the study of that's also the study of
Plants. Or not horticulture, horror culture. Yeah,
I was throwing
horticulture
a
was
joke
plant.
though, but
Yeah,
horticulture,
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
that like the
yeah, yeah.
study of how to grow shit? Horticulture.
Yeah, plants. Yeah, plants. How to grow plants and shit. Yeah.
I know you saying horticulture, but I was making a
Yeah, I
joke.
got you.
The word
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
which it sounds very
Horticulture was plant.
synonymous to horticulture.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man, that's something we'll get into, man. And listen, hey, listen, to each his own, to each our own. Hey, your life is your life. You're the only one that can live it. And like I always say, man, hey, listen, you make the decision that you're gonna make in your life. You choose to do what you're gonna do, and ultimately, all in all,
wear it in health.
you gotta wear that shit in health, fam. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens to you is gonna be because of you. And a lot of these chicks here, bro. Hey, one of these days they're gonna wake up and hey, maybe it's too late. But hey, I appreciate you for coming up, fam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, horticulture. Oh man, you
Yeah,
know
let
what?
me
Y'all just
drop
gave me.
down
All
because I'm also out here working too, and I just got to
right, well, I
appreciate you,
appreciate
bro.
you, brother. Hey, for sure. You know what, man? You know what? I might have to use that, man. See, look, that's why I tell y'all, it's to be the importance of the conversation, man. That'd be the importance of conversation, man. That gave me a nice little spin to put on it too. But anyway, man, hey, today was a great day, man. I greatly appreciate you guys for pulling up on me. Shout out to Bernard Riley or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that was over here earlier. Thank you everybody for supporting, man. If you're not already, follow me on all my social media. Miss Fantastic 824 on everything. It's on Twitter, on IG, of course, here, Instagram, Facebook. I got a Miss Fantastic 824 page on Facebook. Follow me on everything. Oh, Rumble. Rumble's starting to grow, people. Rumble is having a big boom. So eventually, because I don't know if you guys heard, YouTube just had a change in regime. Some guy that's going to be super duper liberal and progressive and all this other bullshit. So who knows, man? So I want to have that Rumble, build that up to where we can actually get into any and everything that I want to say without having to worry about censoring myself. And don't forget, y'all, this is still like, man, maybe 49%. Come the end of this year, bro. Once I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm a free man by 100%, bro. Telling y'all, man, it's going to a whole nother level. All right, and you really gonna get the raw, unedited, any and everything, my full thoughts for all this time. Y'all been rocking with fantastic, man. I greatly appreciate it. But bro, this is only half at best. Okay, this is 100% a half for me, bro. So trust, believe me, dog. I just promise you, you won't be sad. You will not regret it. Come the end of this year, you know, December time frame, bro, when I'm able to open this thing up and motherfucking full throttle, pedal to the metal, get into any everything I want to talk about, unedited, uncensored, unedited, 100% me. But anyway, man, hey, shout out to y'all, man. Greatly appreciate it. That's all I'm going to catch on.